are you going to stand up today? With your
Yeah, why
hand?
not? You're doing it with your stupid hand in your pocket. Jam it in there further. Wait, let me get my arm like yours. Wait, no, your arm is real. Wait a second. Your arm. Look how my arm sticks out. Yours is, huh, standing up during the show. You're like my cats that stand on top of my wife when they want to get fed. You're trying to show dominance by standing up, aren't you? During the show. You know what I have, though, that beats you and your coffee? A whole pot full of hot coffee. Look at that.
Were you tired of getting up to get more coffee in
Well,
the
I
middle
just
of a...
figured I made a lot of coffee and I thought I have this teapot, I'll use it. And I warmed it, got it nice and warm for the coffee. Now I can stay fueled during the entire stupid show.
Great. Did you watch the year in review 2024 from last week?
I don't know. Yes, I think I did. I don't remember. It wasn't very memorable, so I can't remember
What, the episode or the whole year?
both. I think I watched it. I didn't realize you're going to ask me a question like that. So I'm prepared to answer. I think I watched it with my family.
When has preparation
What are
ever
you doing
been
with
a
that paper?
thing?
What are you doing with that paper?
When has preparation ever been a thing on this show?
What did you do with that paper? I saw you. You went,
Oh, it's just my notes
"Well, let's take a look at them. What do
about
you got?
something other than this show.
No, not the other hand in the pocket. Two hands in the pocket during the show? What the hell? Okay, well, it's time to do the show now, I think.
Yeah. I think we probably just need to do a whole episode about you coming back to the show because last episode you weren't here. We need to just do a whole episode about you coming back before we can actually record a new episode about a new buffet. So,
Whatever. But what are
how
all
was
those?
your holidays?
It was nice. It went by quickly, but it was nice. It's quiet. It's still kind of easing out of the holidays, so it's still sort of quiet. People are in the restaurant, hotel business are probably very tired from working their asses off during the holiday when all of us are going around, this is great. Let's go out to eat. Let's go stay at a hotel. They're very busy working their asses off. Now they need a rest. Some restaurants actually close for like a week. Say we're taking a break, well-deserved break. They deserve it. What's all the lights on the ceiling? How many more lights do they need on that ceiling?
Wait a second. You talked about your holidays. I already told you we weren't going to be talking about this photo today. And you didn't ask me how my holidays were in return. Do you even know how to have a conversation with another human being?
How was your f***ing holiday?
Was good.
Okay, great.
You know what? We did it again, and we do it every year. And you would never know, you watching at home, you would never know what we do, what this thing is that we do every year, because we never talk about it. But today, I'm going to talk about it. This year, and every other year before it, we have missed. Is your collar okay?
Go ahead. Mind me.
You're really proud of how your collar is just poking out of that sweater. I don't even know if you've ever had such a prominent collar poking out of a sweater with so much contrast before. Oh, now you're hiding it. Just on one side. Maybe just hide it on one side.
There. It was baconed, the collar.
Hmm.
Bacon collar.
Hmm.
Well, yours is really vacant.
Yeah. Do you want to know what I was talking about? Do you know what I was even talking about before?
Go ahead.
Okay. Every year since we've started this show, we have missed National Buffet Day on January 2nd. And every year on January 2nd, Bill sends me a text. Hey, it's National Buffet Day. But he sends it to me on January 2nd. He's like, we should do something for National Buffet Day. Well, it's too late. It's over already. We've continued the tradition of missing National Buffet Day because we're not really that good at what we do.
Couldn't you make a Canadian buffet day? No one would even know because just make it up. Those are made up days, anyways. I mean, growing up, I don't remember any of those days. Do you?
The days of recognition for random things really works well because of the internet. Because before the internet, nobody cared.
Well, I don't think they were real days. I don't think they had those days before the internet.
Probably not. They probably had some of them, not as many as we have now. There's literally something every day.
How about National Nobody Watches Our Fucking YouTube Show Day? Can that be our day?
National days.
I didn't notice that. I never noticed that lantern.
Oh, that the lantern? That's new. That's new. I got that at a thrift shop back in November. It was here in the last set of episodes. It's partly why I've actually turned the camera to this new angle, because from here to there is a much more picturesque view, if you will.
It's the best part of your apartment. It's the only nice part.
Yeah.
That corner.
Yeah.
It's a corner of tranquility. Like there's a chair there. There's a turntable. There's a lantern.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Maybe one day I can do a full apartment tour on Buffet Report. How would I work that into buffets, though?
I just asked about the lantern. I didn't ask all about the other stuff.
Oh, okay.
When they have National Lantern Day, let's try to remember that.
Okay.
And what about National in your hand in your pocket day? When's that day? Humans are so stupid with our stupid stuff. It's all to sell shit. You know that.
Really, it is. It is.
Marketing. The marketers.
Yeah. So today is January the 4th, and it's Pop Music Chart Day, National Spaghetti Day, National Trivia Day, and World Hypnotism Day. I wonder how they decide whether a day is going to be for the whole world or just national for a particular country.
Who's they? That's my question.
That is the ultimate question. Who is they?
Look at my never-ending coffee. Look, now that I have my reserve pot with me, I don't have to, you can always see the coffee in my cup because I have more to fill it.
True, true.
Well, I'm happy to be back on the show. I thought last year for sure I would have been fired, but you probably couldn't find a replacement for me. Could you?
Nobody stepped up either. Even if I had asked, nobody would have stepped up.
National Replace Bill on the YouTube show day. This is our launch episode, our New Year 2025 episode.
I mean, I guess we could call this our National Buffet Day episode, since we did talk about it.
True.
It's just going to be late.
No one cares. We're day late. We can still recognize buffets. I mean, we were recognizing buffets probably before anyone else was. So
I don't know about that, but okay.
Well, in our own special way.
Definitely. Nobody has ever recognized buffets the way we do.
When there's something that no one likes, you call it special. Special. It's our special show. We're special. Well, we're not going to discuss the buffet in the photo then, or is that for the next episode? Put your hand in the pocket, come up with thumb out. Your thumb. What happened? Your thumbs too. It won't fit. You have cheap,
Oh, it goes in
small,
there.
cheap, small pockets.
No.
What are those children's jeans? You can't. It can't. It can't fit a man-sized hand in the pocket. You'll never be able to sneak anything out of a buffet with small pockets like that.
Thank you for watching today's episode on National Berate the Co-host Day.
Look at my finger. Look at my pinky on my cup.
What's it even doing?
I don't know. Why does it look like it's doing so much work?
Yeah,
It's just the way I pressed it on there.
if you removed your pinky, nothing would happen because you've got three other fat fingers in there that barely fit.
Yeah,
'Cause
but the
your hand-
pinky is the one that provides stability. Without the pinky, I think. Let's try it. I can't- I did it. I did it. Wow. It's not as easy. It's not nearly as comfortable.
I can't believe you refuse to go live. Like do a YouTube live or something. I've asked Bill before in the past. We're just airing our grievances today. I've asked Bill in the past to do lives because I think that people would literally sit and watch us do this for 2 hours.
We'll see. Maybe. There's a lot of why can't we focus on the things that we do and the things that Bill does do, not the things that Bill doesn't do? Because I could go into a whole list of things Aaron doesn't do.
Okay.
That's not what the show is. We've already wasted a half hour. Pocket.
True. Do you want to talk about this buffet?
Wait. I have a shiny part on my forehead. I can't tell. Is that just the reflection from the sun or is it really oily?
I don't know. How does it feel?
Does it look oily on the tips of my fingers? Can you see any oil?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Look how wrinkly my hands are. Looks like an elephant hide. like, like a really old elephant, though. Like one that's nearing death. I'll put that back. Let's make this episode over, and now let's talk about the buffet. Except people are going to see the entire video of us with the buffet, so it's kind of, we have to do a different picture now.
No, I think we should just talk about this buffet and then never show this buffet ever again.
Well, this episode will be too long then.
No, people will love it. We did the holiday extravaganza between Christmas and New Year's, and they got an episode every single day. So I think people will be in withdrawal because all of a sudden at New Year's we stopped and then didn't post for a week. So it'll sort of feed what they're suffering from in their withdrawal. And then from here onward, we'll make the episodes shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter until they're like 30 seconds long.
Is withdrawal the right word?
Withdrawal.
Yeah, is that the right word to use to describe people after our show extravaganza ended?
I mean, that would assume that our viewers are food buffet report addicts. I don't know if labeling people like that is really a good idea.
I'm filling some more coffee from my tiny refill coffee pot.
Great. So this buffet restaurant that we're looking...
There was some coffee on the end of the spout. I didn't want to waste it.
Well, I suppose since you're the only one drinking from the pot, you can do whatever you want to it.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to do that out at a restaurant, but I thought it'd be weird.
Yeah.
And I figured, I'm in the comfort of my own home. We're with friends,
Yes.
right? And I thought, I saw the coffee dripping. I didn't want it to drip on my desk, so I opened my mouth and I took the and you can see now there's no dripping, but you can see on the side. Wait, what side? Well, anyways,
You want to talk about this buffet now?
yeah, let's talk about it. What's the name of it?
So this was submitted to us by a viewer whose name escapes me right now. Maybe I'll put it on the screen once I figure it out.
Escapes you.
It's called Temple Restaurant and Bar, and it's at the World of Adventures Resort in Chessington, United Kingdom.
Dang. Our show is international now.
It's sort of reminiscent of a rainforest cafe because it's got the sort of the palm leaves and the jungle vibe.
Sort of. Maybe like a cheaper version.
Yeah.
I don't see any of the animatronics. Like Rainforest has a lot of animals that. Hello, welcome to Rainforest. You know the ones I'm talking about?
I never went to Rainforest Cafe. We did have it in Canada, but I never went.
But do you know what animatronics is? You know when they
Yeah.
have the exoskeleton they move? They're like, you never did that as a kid? God, your childhood. This is
Let's not even get into my childhood. I know they have animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese, which we also have in Canada, but I never, ever, as a child, went to Chuck E. Cheese because my childhood was, you know,
your childhood escaped you.
yeah.
So we don't see any of the food. We only see the surroundings in the partially empty restaurant, which is never good. I think buffets can only survive if they're very, very, very busy.
I don't know if it's just the photo, but I like how the restaurant sort of has a pinkish hue to it that gives it a sort of a 90s vaporwave aesthetic.
It reminds me of my neon sign here in my office. Same sort of thing. It gives off that red light district look. Yeah, the people over there sitting are very reddish. Red people. Red hue to them.
Behind the service counter there, you can see two large tree trunks.
Is there carvings in the tree trunks?
They might be just posts to hold up the to hold up the building so it doesn't fall down, but they're disguised as trees. They might have just otherwise been plain old concrete pillars, but they might have been dressed up to look like trees.
I would love to dress up to look like a tree myself one day. Have you ever dressed up to look like a tree?
Can't say that I have.
You could if you didn't put your hands in your pockets because you need your arms to be your branches. But if they're in your pockets, you couldn't be a tree.
There, you've just satisfied what you said earlier. We just talked about something that I don't do.
True.
So you do it as well. I'm not the only one that berates you. You berate me just a little bit.
I don't know if you can see it, but now that I've had so much coffee, my hands are kind of clammy. There's moisture on them. Is that why you put your hands in your pockets?
You know what happens to my hands when I have coffee?
You need to clip your fingernails. Really? Jittery?
Jittery.
Look at that jittery. I think this happens to a lot of people. I had a question about the trees, though, if I may.
Sure.
Do you think when they penetrate the ceiling like that, the trees, are they continuously going outside of the building? Or is this in a basement where the trees just, like, if they stuck out of the building, like the top of the roof, that would be amazing.
It would be.
But I don't think that's going to be the case.
One thing I should mention, and this might make the sort of jungle theme make more sense, is the Temple Restaurant and Bar is actually attached to a hotel. And the hotel is called Chessington Azteca Hotel.
Oh, it's an Aztec theme.
Yeah. So that's the theme.
All right. Well, that's why they have the carvings over there near the waiter station.
Yeah.
See the carvings on that It's like a pyramid type thing. So if you can't afford to go to the Aztec ruins in Central America, then you could go here. Are the Aztecs from Central America or South America? I forget. Incas are from South America. Aztecs? Central America.
I think we're done.
It's National Aztec Day. All right, we're done. That's going to be a long editing nightmare for you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching our show, and we'll see you next time, right here on Food Buffet.
Bye.